Alright guys, we are back for more of my 2026 Easter special. We just did a game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. And we were able to win $5,100 on that, which was not too bad. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo Wii. So let's see what happens on this game, shall we?
Welcome, contestants, to Wheel of Fortune.
Thank you, Pat Sajak. Alright, anyways, for the stage that we're going to play on for this segment, let's play in Washington, D.C.
And now, from our nation's capital, here are the stars of our show, Pat Sajak and Vanna White.
Hello there. Thank you, Charlie. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you at the end of the show. You're all terrific players, I bet.
Alright, let's get things underway for the $1,000 toss-up.
People is what we're
Alright, people is the category.
Let's go, Vanna. Player one.
Founding Fathers. Alright, there's $1,000.
Player one. Get ready to ring in as we go to our
Alright, on to the $2,000 toss-up.
thing. The category.
Alright, thing is the category this
And
time.
starting right now. Let's have it, player two.
A senatorial gavel, okay. That was a little bit of a tough one, but it's okay.
What you got?
Alright, let's go Charlie O'Donnell.
Welcome to the jackpot round, and here's tonight's featured
And our feature prize is a trip to Vancouver Island.
Discover the scenic West Coast harbor with breathtaking ocean and mountain views. This retreat includes fine dining and a full spa treatment. $5,500.
And the category is place.
I'm looking for a place in this first
And our
round.
player will be player two.
Alright, player 2 will go first, since he won that previous toss-up.
Come on, big money.
And he starts off with $2,500, but there's no S, so he cannot cash in. Alright, on to player 3. $900.
900.
There's no C. My turn.
To spin the wheel.
I know how to spin, Vanna.
Come on, big money. 400.
Alright, 400. Just went past that gift tag, but it's alright. I'll go with a T.
There are three of
3 T's.
those.
I'll buy an E.
All right, about not in this.
There's no E. Alright, heading back to player 2.
Slow it down.
400.
Sorry.
There's no D. Alright, now back to player 3. 900.
900.
There's no M, so now we go back to me. Oh, now we land on 2,500. Alright. R.
Yes, there is an R.
There's one R. Alright, I'm gonna spin again. Oh, there's a free play. That will help.
This free play with.
Alright, I'll guess a free vowel. A.
4 of them.
4 A's. Alright. Oh, I just figured it out.
You've used up your
Alright, I'll
so this
spin.
one is for keeps.
2,500.
Look at that.
N.
There is
And there's an N. Okay, let's keep going.
and
300. L.
Yes, there is an L.
There's an L.
Come on.
Oh, here we go again with 2,500. H.
There is an H.
There's an H. Alright, let's spin one more time.
Keep it going.
900.
900.
B.
There is a B.
And there's a B.
Run out of consonants.
Alright, only vowels are left, so I'm going to solve.
Let's have your solution then, player one.
Natural habitat.
Yeah, congratulations.
Alright.
All right, player one.
$9,650 there for that first round, as that will bring me up to $10,650. Alright, let's head over to round number 2.
Things is the
Alright,
category.
things is the category this time.
Player three is all set to go.
And it's 300.
300. No.
There's no R. My turn. $600.
600.
S.
You got it.
4 S's. $600.
600.
Can I have an N, please?
Yes, there is an N.
And there is an N. $600.
600.
T.
One. Good then. There you go.
And there's 1 T.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'll buy an E.
Let's have your vowel. There is an E.
There's an E. I'll buy an I as well.
Right, about. There must be some I. How many?
2 I's. I'll buy an A as well.
One. Yep, we got 3 letters for you. Let's get those up.
3 A's.
That's it for vowels. They're gone.
I'm out of vowels, so I will spin. $300.
300.
L.
There must be some L. How many?
3 L's.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Stop anytime.
Oh! One too many on the million. Oh wow. A 900.
900. You know what?
There's no
None of
H.
those. Sorry.
Alright, over to player 3. $500.
500. There's no F.
There's no F. Okay, let's go back to B.
Keep it going.
Oh! Again with the bankrupt. It couldn't quite get out of there. That's unfortunate. 400.
400. No.
Why would you call Jay?
Come on, big money.
300.
300. Sorry.
But there's no K. Alright, it's my turn. Hoping we can actually avoid a bankrupt this time. There we go, that's better. We land on 3,500. I'd like to take a P.
1 of them.
And there's a P. I don't quite know what this is, so I have to keep spinning. Chance that gift tag.
There's a chance to score big.
C.
Yes.
Alright, there are 2 C's. So we get to pick up that gift
Go
tag.
ahead, grab that gift tag.
Alright, I'll keep going. Now we got a chance at that trip to Vancouver Island. M.
Yep, we got 2 letters for you. Let's get
There are 2 M's. So we get to pick up that trip to Vancouver Island. Okay, I'll keep going. $300.
300.
G.
There is a
And there's a G. Oh, I think I may know what it is now. $350.
350.
D.
Yes.
Alright, there is a D. $900.
900.
W.
1 of them.
And there is a W. Alright, I'll solve.
Okay, player 1 is going to try.
Magic wands and mystical spells.
Yeah.
Alright.
You won.
$11,550 for that round, bringing me up to $22,200. We just won a trip to Vancouver Island. Looks like we won a tiki from that gift tag.
We have a commercial break right now. We'll be back.
Alright, now it's time to move on to the mystery round.
Welcome to the mystery round.
Okay, everybody, food and drink.
Alright, looking for a food and drink this time, and a surprise puzzle.
Owner has been confirmed. Player 1, it's your turn to start. Let's make the
Alright, so I get to start this round. $600.
600.
R.
Yes, there is an R.
There's an R. Alright, I'm gonna buy an A.
There is an A.
And there's an A. Alright, I will buy an I as well.
Sorry.
There's no I. $450.
450. 2 of them.
There are 2 S's.
All right, a vowel for no star.
There's no E. $900.
900.
But there is no L.
Sorry.
Alright, back to me. $800.
800.
I'll try an H.
There's no.
Oh, there's no H. It's kind of a little bit of a tough puzzle.
Come on, big money.
600.
600. Not in this puzzle.
There's no N. Oh, player 3 has a chance to that wild card. But there is no C. Alright. Anyways, it's my turn. 3,500.
Look at that.
T.
You got it.
And there are 2 T's. I like to buy a vowel.
Let's have
O.
Yes, there is an O. All the vowels are gone.
And there's an O. And we're out of vowels. I know what that first word is, but I don't know the second word, so I'm going to have to spin. Well, there's that mystery wedge.
Wow, mystery wedge.
Y.
There are 3 of those.
Oh, there are 2 Y's. I just figured it out.
Test your luck for the possibility of $10,000.
Let's go for it.
You got it.
Alright! $10,000! That is how you do it. Alright, I'm going to solve.
Okay, go for it, player.
Tasty gyros.
Hey, that looked too easy.
Alright, it was a prize puzzle, so what do we win?
Prize puzzle. What do we have, Charlie?
With an exciting
A trip to
Athens
Athens!
has much to offer. Spend the day discovering ancient Greek ruins and the night sampling the vibrant nightlife. $8,000!
You've won some cash and a prize. You're doing pretty well for yourself.
Now we are up to $47,050 after that round.
We'll take a break and come back after this.
Alright, it's time to move on to the $3,000 toss-up.
Okay, everybody. Third toss-up. $3,000. Fun and game.
Alright, fun and games is the category.
And it's player 2.
Amusing yarn. Okay.
We're going to start with you, player 2, because you won the last toss-up.
Alright, let's find out what our category is for this round.
The category for this one is occupation.
Occupation.
You're going to start, player 2.
$400.
400. No.
There's no L. Alright, time to head over to player 3. $500.
500. You know what?
There's no N.
Those. Sorry.
Alright, my turn. $700.
700.
R.
Yep, we got the letters for you. Let's get those up there.
3 R's. Now it's time for the final spin.
It's my turn to spin. I'll ask you to give me a letter. If it's in the puzzle, you'll have 15 seconds to solve it. Vowels worth nothing. Consonants worth $1,000.
Alright, vowels worth nothing. Consonants worth 1,300 apiece.
300. Give us a letter. Player.
T.
Yes. Now you have 15
Alright, 2
seconds
T's.
to try to solve the puzzle if you wish.
But I can't solve it right now.
Player 2. No.
There's no M.
There is and
There's one S.
Okay, 15 seconds if you want to solve. Player 1.
C.
1.
There's one C. Still don't know it.
Player 2. No, sorry.
There's no U.
Sorry. No.
There's no Y. E.
Yes, there is and
There's an E.
vowels are worth nothing, but you still have the 15 seconds. Player 2. There must be some A's. How many?
2
No money for the
A's.
vowel, but you get 15 seconds. Player 3.
There's no F. Okay. O.
3 of them.
3
Vowels
O's.
can really help out, but no money for them.
Still don't quite know what it is.
Player 2. Nope, sorry.
There's no G. And there's no J either. D.
Yes.
And there is a D.
Woo!
Still don't know it.
Player 2. No, next
There's
one.
no K.
There is an I.
There's an
We
I.
are out of vowels.
That does it for the vowels.
Player 1.
B.
1 of them.
There's a B. Oh, I don't quite know what it is yet.
Player 2. There is a
There's a P.
15 seconds starting now.
Player 2 solving.
To solve the puzzle.
Oh, switchboard operator. Okay.
Pull through the final puzzle.
But even so, thankfully it won't be enough right here for player 2 to get that win, because we are still going to the bonus round with a total of $47,050.
You're the big winner. Bonus round 2.
Alright, let's see if we can possibly win ourselves a nice bonus prize.
Spin that wheel and get some more money.
And we are going to land on the I and
Here's our
win.
prize envelope. Event.
I'm trying to solve an event.
RSTLNE. Let's start with those letters.
It's a good amount of help right here.
3 more consonants and a vowel.
Maybe I might actually know this right here. I'll go with a B, a D, an M, and an A.
What do you have?
Board meeting.
80 seconds to solve the puzzle. Good luck to you.
That's right!
Solve the puzzle.
Alright, what do we win?
Alright, you can now play.
Well, it's the Hawaii location that I already have, but we do get $35,000 on top of that. So, our final total is $90,650. I'll definitely call that a very nice payday.
Great game. Good night, everyone. Here's the score.
Alright, so we win $90,650 in this segment. I'll definitely call that a great game right here for sure. So we did manage to win some very nice prizes out here. We won ourselves a tiki, and we also got trips to Athens and Vancouver Island. So yeah. Well, we were able to do very well right there for ourselves from what I was expecting right there all along. So anyways, that is going to do it for Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo Wii as part of my 2026 Easter special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this. So stay tuned.